Hey, you know what's creepier than me in this mask? Some of that food that you're feeding your kids. So here's the thing. I am on Facebook often, as you know, and I see all those recipes that people love to share and they go bananas over, right? And so some of those ones that kind of give me the heebie-jeebies, I decided to look up some of the ingredients. And let me tell you, it's scarier than me in this mask. So let's talk about that for a few minutes. There is one recipe that people were loving, and I couldn't find it today when I went to look for it, but it had vanilla pudding and some Vienna fingers, which are like those vanilla sandwich cookies. And I can't really remember. There may have been a cake mix involved, but I can't really recall. So, you know, I looked it up because that's what I do. And I found that the number one ingredient, of course, in the pudding is sugar. This isn't a surprise. Okay, you're making a dessert, whatever, I get it. But artificial flavors, artificial colors, yellow number 5 and 6, BHA, which is a preservative, which, you know, a lot of these preservatives, the jury's still out. We don't really know how safe they are. Food and Drug Administration calls them generally regarded as safe. Personally, I think I'd just stay away from it. The cookies had TBHQ, another very questionable ingredient, and especially bad. It can trigger people with ADD and ADHD. Has dextrose, sugar, and high fructose corn syrup. Wow, 3 different kinds. Crescent rolls, brownie mix, all have like hydrogenated oils in them, which is trans fat, and you've heard about that before. I know that. Cake mix, also trans fat, hydrogenated soybean oil, and propylene glycol. You've heard of antifreeze, right? You want to eat antifreeze? Come on. So, what I invite you to do here, and I know everybody loves these desserts, and they're like, oh, come on, it's, you know, one little dessert, blah, blah, blah. But who wants to feed your kids things that look like the ingredients came out of a laboratory, right? It's weird. Like, you wouldn't get your chemicals together and build a recipe to feed the kids, would you? I mean, I wouldn't. Whew, getting hot in here. So, what I invite you to do here today is to just raise your standards a little, would you? I mean, come on, people. Whew, the mask's hot. Forget about these things that come out of the laboratory. It's not real food. You know, we've got plenty of real food on the shelves of the supermarket. You know, shop around the edges. Remember that one? How about that propylene glycol, okay? That's what you're going to find in shredded coconut to make it sweet. Gross. You can buy unsweetened coconut. I promise you. It's there. So I want you to think about raising your standards a little bit when it comes to the food that you eat and the food that you feed your family. So what I mean by that is, you know, if you are somebody who is only going to carry the Coach purse or the Gucci purse or the Louis Vuitton shoes or the certain car that you have to have that practically, you know, wipes your budget out completely, but you have to have that super great car. Or if you are the person that can spend, you know, lots of money on the fanciest makeup supplies and things like that, why would you not care a little bit more about what you're putting in your body? Okay? I just want you to consider that. And for the kids, you know, if you are buying your kids, oh, they'll only have like the name brand, the hottest Nike sneaker or cleat for their sport, or they will only use iPhones and they will only, you know, use this and that is top of the line everything. yet you're going to make eating these foods that are made out of this kind of stuff a regular thing. So I just want you to consider to change your standards when it comes to your food. You can still have yummy desserts. There are tons of yummy desserts out there that aren't made out of chemicals. There are tons of yummy snacks out there that aren't made out of chemicals, artificial flavors. Everybody who knows me knows I love my queso, right? I am like the queen of queso. I freaking love queso. And I used to eat it out of the jar, and it's full of weird stuff. And guess what? I make my own now, and it tastes better, and it almost looks the same, but it tastes way better, and it's all real food. So I don't have to feel bad about eating it, and I don't have to wonder what kind of weird effects it might have on me or my family. And so that's just the entire message of today is like, let's not make our food be what's scary this Halloween, okay? Let's just keep it real, and I want you to pay attention to what snacks and desserts and things like that you are thinking about serving up, and read those labels. And if there's something that on that label that looks like it probably comes in this form instead of like this form, don't eat it, okay? So that is my message for you today. Keep it real, and I will catch you next time. Bye.